Y'all, that's tough. I help builders break through invisible confidence walls so that they create the consistent momentum in their life in just 4 weeks. That's my new program. You're not just correcting mistakes, you're confronting generations of programming. This has been going on for a long time. This didn't start with you. I've done the deep work and now I'm ready to walk through the breakthrough, walk you through your own breakthrough your life has been waiting for. Let's make it happen together. I've done the work, but I'm no guru. I get up every day to become better than I was the day before. Because that's what it's about. It's about constantly doing the work. Because if you stop, you go back to where you started. Hi, my name is RenettaCheston, the owner and founder of Life Success Results LLC, Soul Igniter, Trauma Overcomer, Holistic Spiritual Strategist. I work with the whole being for my level of training and education, mind, spirit, soul, and body. Massage therapy, Reiki, and sound healing, holistic practitioner. We pull out all the impurities from the rooter to the tutor. Human design practitioner. We go back to the beginning. We look at that generational baggage and that trauma. We do the womb care and nourishment. We check back into that intuition, that reconnection to your dragon energy, that anointing, that burden removing, yoke destroying power of God. They both burn off everything that no longer needs to exist in your life. It demolishes the old life so you can step into the new one. Okay, because God plays no games. And see, when God steps into the arena of your life, everything in your life now is untamed because the world likes everything cutesy and controllable. But once God comes in, remember, God is above everything. He made the universe. Everything was made by his hands. Everything was made by the words that he spoke. So when we speak, we make those things as well. Okay. It's that untamed energy that changes your life forever. Okay. Forever. You're never the same. By healing that mother wound that you weren't listening to your intuition or your inner voice. By saying no and you mean it. By setting up boundaries and standards. And then you walk away from that I'm going to show you mindset towards everyone because everyone is not against you. It's about finding your tribe. That father wound, allowing the anger to come up because it's sacred and deal with it through exercise, screaming in a pillow, getting boxing gloves like me and punching the air or going kickboxing in the air. Okay, rock climbing or surfing while understanding you have the right to feel safe in your body right now. That's what the boundaries are for. So the question is, who are you really fighting behind those reactions and actions? Who are you really blaming for what's going on? Once you turn 21, everything that happened to you in your childhood belongs to you now. Before 21, that was something. Once you turn 21, it is your responsibility to walk through it. Okay? We go into the darkness to reclaim everything that belongs to you by standing in the now to recover every piece of you left behind. When women and men heal, we heal 7 generations before and after. The womb is a portal to life, and we all have one. Let's talk about it. We have a brain in the skull. We have a brain in the heart. We have a brain in the belly. The brain in the belly is connected to the flower of life where all creation comes from. Jude says it better. Out of my belly flows the river. Out of my belly shall flow rivers of living water. Then Isaiah 43:19 says, God will make a river in the desert where it's been dry and you haven't been able to think of ideas. God said he will make a way. He will make a way when there isn't no way. What is impossible with man is possible with God if you just believe. And then on top of that, think about this. Elijah went to a certain brook and God took care of him that brook. The ravens came and bought him bread, everything, took care of him in that brook. Then the brook dried up and then he went to a widow's house. And then that widow said, me and my son, it's just me and my son here. Well, this is all I got left. I'm going to eat this and we out of here. And he said, no, before you leave here, I'm going to tell you to do something. Make me a cake and do all of that. And I promise you that meal will not leave. Your meal or your oil won't leave. And it didn't. She did what he asked her to do. Boom. She was taken care of for the rest of her life. wealthy, not just rich, wealthy, because now she could sell what she had because she had more than enough. See, when we respect and heal it, everything that comes from it is whole to lead future generations. And that's what I'm talking about. That infinite wealth. It comes from the inside. It comes out of our belly. And so once we cut off the negativity, cut off the news, cut off everything that is keeping us low. Once we cut that off and spend some time with ourselves, get into meditation and breathe and set aside a time for us, just us, and cut out everything, we'll see something different. And everything that comes from this womb, it is whole to lead future generations of leaders with intuition, empathy, strength, and wisdom. That is in the lines of King Solomon. King Solomon was the wisest man of his era. It said there will be no one wiser than him. Excuse me, confirmation burp. In that dispensation of time. We're in a whole dispensation of time now. Check it out. Jesus gave us love, the willingness to put up a boundary and still send cleansing and purifying energy, or say, I release you in love and keep it moving. Forgive yourself and forgive them. And then grace, God's willingness to get involved with human affairs. Meaning if we get in something, God will be like, oh, I'm picking you up out of there because I don't put too much in you. Even secret societies use Solomon, King Solomon, in their rituals. King Solomon's porch, King Solomon's temple. Don't believe me? Go look it up, Google it, and see who used it. But don't want you to use it because they know how much power it has. And to get through this process, you're going to need to believe in something bigger than you. Let me tell you something. I don't care if it's Jesus. I don't care if it's God. I don't care if it's Allah. I don't care if it's Buddha. I don't care if it's Hecate. I don't care who it is. But going through this process of rebirth, and let me tell you something. By the end of December, you're going to see what I'm talking about. Meditation is going to be a mandatory thing. It's going to be mandatory going into this new year because things are about to change. When we heal, we change the atmospheres and the errors of the world. When people see a healed woman or man, they want to emulate that. And it becomes a row of dominoes or a domino effect. Everything just falls in a row. What was messed up, it just falls in a row. How this works: before we meet, you'll complete a short reflection to allow me to personalize the program to what your personal needs are, and to also see if you're teachable as well. And we'll hop on a focused 45-minute call with me on Zoom, and let's talk about it. If you're like me that grew up in the church, you're probably going to need a paradigm shift, okay? And then if you're like me that came from African descent, you're probably going to need a paradigm shift. And then if you're the first one in your family to go to school, open a business, buy a house, be the first one to do anything in your family, just know this: everybody is going to have words to give to you, but if everybody knew what to do, why ain't nobody do it before you? Because you're the breaker, and if they knew what to do, why ain't nobody do it? Exactly. You're the breaker. So you get to use your own intuition, your own wisdom. And that's the paradigm shift, because they want you to do it their way. But if they knew how to do it, they'd have been done it. Right. And then if you are Caucasian and you say, well, I have nothing to do with this, let's break it down. There have been years, multiple years, to where your ancestors have done some of the most gruesome things on this planet. And then your grandmother and your great grandmother saw people burn at the stakes, saw people hanging for nooses at the age 5 and 6. And you say, that ain't got nothing to do with me. I didn't do it. No, you didn't. But that runs in ancestry. Don't you know that through your mother's womb, everything from your ancestor line goes through your mother's womb. Every fear your grandmother has, she passed it to your mama. And then your mama passed it to you. And until you decide to let it go, you're going to pass it to your children. That's how this works. So think about all of that. And it might also explain why we have so much aggression amongst our Caucasian male counterparts. Because all of that stuff came from your ancestry. And until somebody says it stops here, you get to do that paradigm shift, change your mind, change everything that you're doing, so it goes no further. Okay. So we no longer have those booths out here that are walking into places and just harming people for no apparent reason. And everybody is so untouched by it because it's happening so much, right? That's a paradigm shift. At the end, you will know how to identify exactly where you stop on what makes you excited and why. It's usually not what you think. It's usually something this big, but you've been starting and stopping, starting and stopping, starting and stopping. Learn to stay committed even when life gets tough. Let's talk about it. Everything in the kitchen sink is going to come against you to get you to stop because the system, your old self, everything is going to come against you. You're going to hit a plateau. Everything is going to try to stop you from seeing who you were really meant to do and be. Reignite with your imagination and give yourself permission to live how you see it. Nobody was in that room with you and God when you came up, when God was giving you your covenant promise. Your dream came from God, the creator, not this world around us. So quit looking for validation because they're not going to give you any. All under an hour. They're just going to say you're weird. Okay, because they don't want to look at theirs. It's called Bigger Than Me, Visionary Breakthrough Accelerator. It's 4 weeks completely free. The worth of it is $25,000. But I'm doing this beta for free because I finished the process and I just want to help other people to step into their new self. Okay. If you've ever wondered, why does this keep happening? Why can't I stay consistent? Why does something always pull me back? I only have a few slots each month, and I look forward to speaking with you soon. I'm excited. Hit the like button, hit subscribe, because it'll help my channel. And then hit the share to someone else, and then hit the bell so you know whenever I put out something new. Your chance to step into sovereignty is here. Okay. All it takes is 3 things. Number one, go to my webpage. Number two, go where it says connect here. Number three, fill out that short form and boom. That's it. You're in the flow so you can see if you're teachable to get started on the journey back to you. And you can say, well, I know myself, honey. I was brought up by baby boomers. And they said, don't question adults. So I quit asking questions that bring clarity instead of just blindly believing everyone. Instead of trusting the voice of God that I hear all the time in my own intuition. What do you need to question? What part of your life are you playing? You are the leader of your own life. So the question is, are you playing the main character or the supporting character? You choose daily by your actions that you do. I was playing a supporting character for a long time. I don't judge nobody. Okay. Until I did that 180-degree turn and said, oh, we got to fix this. You've been asking for change. You've been feeling the pull. Now's your moment to show up for yourself. You've been showing up for everybody else in your life. You've been giving your best of yourself to everyone else. And then you get resentful because when you need help, no one is there for you. The only thing you have to lose is the weight that's been holding you back. The only thing you have to gain is everything that's been waiting for you on the other side of who you said you wanted to be with your adjective and 400 values PDF. Okay. It's just that simple. The rest, I'll walk you through every step of the way. I came out on the other side. I wanted someone there for me. I get to be the person I wish I had on my side. Again, when you're ready to meet the real you, I'm ready. Let's walk out of the fear into something new and unknown together. Why is it unknown? Because even though you know what you want to be, there's so many unknowns until you get there. God doesn't give you what you want until you let go of what's in your hands. Aren't you ready to let go? So you can get everything that's yours. Once you let go, you get everything. There are some freebies and a link from my podcast with the Women's Leveling Up, recently done in the month of May. Then also there are 3 other links to magazines I was in, one in September, one in October, and one this month. Look at the description below to find the things that truly light you up and leave everything else behind. I cannot wait to talk to you soon. Remember, I placed a link to my own personal bookstore. My books incorporate the essence of God. If you want to feel the presence of God, read In the Garden with the Father, Understanding True Intimacy. No matter your background. Okay, let's read a little passage. Be at peace, I'm on the move, and I'm opening doors that no one saw coming. Stay in faith and walk with me into the promised land. You know a breakthrough is at the door because you can feel it. Hush your fuss, God. Hush your fuss and get on the bus. Okay, then I have another book, Befriending the Shadow. I didn't even know I was going to turn to that. I received that. Befriending the Shadow and Unshakable Peace, Unstoppable Change. Those books are my new activity books. Okay, the shadow activity books. You get a word of knowledge like that. You get an exercise. Then you get a shadow question. Not so nice. Okay, because I did a lot of crying over those. Then you get a coloring page. Okay, it's 22 chapters. So God told me to leave the coloring page between age 5 to 10 because most people that have childhood wounding happen between 5 to 10 because they couldn't speak up for themselves. Okay. So he said when they come to the page, it's going to bring up that stuff so we can come up. You're going to cry, you're going to laugh. All of that's going to come up. And then you have 4 pages per 22 chapters to draw, to doodle, to write your visions, your dreams, all of that. No matter your background, God don't care. Let me tell you something. All roads lead to God. It's these religions that put us in pigeonholes. God don't operate like that. God want to talk to everybody. Notebooks and journals for all, coloring books that help in meditate and recalibrate the mind. I'm excited about this venture because I'm in charge of my own intellectual property, even though I have all my stuff is still on Amazon. Don't forget about the link to the 105 spiritual laws. Disclaimer, even though we're no longer underneath the law, we're underneath love and grace. Okay. Don't forget to sign up for the newsletter for the juicy updates and the upcoming events. Don't forget about your Adjective PDF as well. Okay, with your 400 values. Look at my new link for the school app. Just got started. So getting things together. I was inducted into the new class of Who's Who for 2025.